when people come together to work with vision and pride. Thanks to you. Thanks to all of you. We're not just keeping pace with our peers, we are setting the standard for success in central Nebraska. Our future is bright, and because of you, we can continue to be bold.
Everybody knows that you come to Nebraska to get taxed to death. We're one of 5 states left that has an inheritance tax. And right now at the county level, that makes up approximately 10 to 15% of our annual budget every year. If you do look in the papers, you'll notice that we have a surplus in our inheritance fund right now, but that is primarily due to us having an influx of dollars from ARPA and the CARES Act. In the last 4 years that I've been on the board, we've spent somewhere between $12 and $13 million of federal funds to help fund projects that we have going on that we would have had to pull from reserves to do that one way or another. So truthfully, moving forward, things are going to get probably a little bit tighter. But there's a lot of talk with the inheritance tax, possibly reducing those rates down to 1%. That is ultimately going to be up to the unicameral. So we'll see what happens. You'll hear us squawk saying that we need the inheritance tax at the county level, otherwise it'll be replaced with more property taxes. Because right now, our only funding is through property tax. The county doesn't have a sales tax like the city does to generate revenue. And thankfully with inflation and consumer spending, sales tax has been really good for the state, good for the city. However, the county has not recognized any of that. I guess kind of riding the coattails of Mayor Steele there, they talked about how they set the standard within Grand Island. We are having to compete to hire folks. And in the last couple of years, we've been faced with rising salaries, as you know, everywhere in the area. Salaries keep going up, with the minimum wage going up to $15 here in the next year. We currently have several employees that are being paid less than that. So we also have employees that are hovering right at it that would like to maintain a gap between their wages and the minimum wage. So right now we are in the process of going through a wage study, trying to figure out how the county is going to be able to retain its great employees and move forward in the future. And thankfully, this year our health insurance did not go up. And the big one, our courthouse expansion. It's been somewhat contested, however, it was decided amongst our board and the public that we wanted to keep the courthouse downtown. And the reason for this expansion is not just to appease our judges. We actually have a need for security and space that is outgrown our current courthouse, built over 100 years ago. You look at the different offices that were held in that courthouse back in the 1920s, those are now housed in about 8 different buildings. So we have outgrown that. And right now, with our current statistics, we are in need of space. And right now, if you go into our current courthouse, you could have a murder trial going on where a defendant would be walking right by our county attorney, face to face, brushing shoulders with him, so to say. And right now, that just is not a safe, secure opportunity for anybody. So we're going to address all those needs.